Hi, my name is Craig Wilkinson, author of the book Dad and father of two wonderful adult children now. And we're here talking about the 12 dad verbs that every father needs to know and practice. And we're on the 12th dad verb, which is one of the most challenging and one of the most important, and that is the verb to model. There's a wonderful story of a man who had the habit of coming home every night and he'd go straight to his local pub for a drink. And then one night he was sitting at the pub and he was having his drink in his favorite seat and he felt this tugging at his arm, and he turned around and he saw his 5-year-old son tugging at his arm. And he said, how did you find me? He said, Dad, it was very easy. He said, I just followed your footprints in the snow from the house to the pub. And that day the father stopped drinking because he realized that the footprints that he left are the footprints that his son would follow. And as father, this issue of modeling the way, we remember are the primary model of masculinity and manhood for our sons. And we are our daughter's first romance. So how we model life and how we live life is crucial in terms of the quality of our fatherhood. We cannot never be someone who says, do as I say and not as I do. That's something that every good father needs to reject completely. So the bottom line is this: if you want your children to be disciplined, we need to be disciplined ourselves. If we want our children to eat well, what we need to do is eat well ourselves. If we want our children to be avid readers, we need to demonstrate that by reading ourselves. How we live our lives is the primary teaching tool that we have for our children. So this is the challenge. The challenge is to make our lives an attractive example of everything that we want our children to know and learn and become. If you're a man of faith and you go to church on a Sunday morning, but you come home and you shout at your wife and you kick the dog and you're grumpy, you're modeling a faith that is very unattractive to your children. If you're a man of faith, you need to come home and model exactly what it is that you want your children to see in your faith. Whatever it is that you want your children to learn and to live like, you need to model that and be that. And this is probably the biggest challenge of being a father. Fathers who smoke can probably expect their children to do the same thing. So how we live our lives speaks far louder than anything we say to our children. What we do is our primary message to our children. So take this message as a father, as a huge and wonderful challenge to you as a man, to go out there and model the way. Be the man you want your son to become. Be the man you want your daughter to marry. And that's how you'll become a great father and raise great kids. Being a father is the most important role you'll ever play in your life. It's the most profound experience, the most challenging experience, and the most high impact because it impacts on generations to come. I'm the author of a book, Dad, which I'd love you to get hold of. And I've also put together a course which contains details, video clips, reading materials, and valuable exercises on how to practice becoming a great father. I'd encourage you deeply as a father and as a man to go ahead and either purchase the book at that website or go ahead and download this course, which provides invaluable insight and practical ways of becoming a great dad.